Now, I never thought I'd be doing a video about this, or I never thought I'd be doing a defense video of a movie that I thought would be kind of standard to love. License to Kill is one of the best James Bond movies of all time. It is one of my personal favorite James Bond movies of all time. Timothy Dalton is one of my favorite portrayals of the character James Bond, and especially this film, and the way it's directed, the way it's paced, and the way we see the story progress. I love the dark tone of this film. I love the brutality of this film. I love how fucking brutal and cold it is. I like the colder, more brutal James Bond. And that's what this movie delivered. It gave me that feeling of, this is a guy you don't want to fuck with. Connery did that pretty well. Moore was meh. Brosnan was pretty decent at that, and Craig has done that don't fuck with me kind of feeling. But Dalton fucking owns that don't fuck with me Bond. And that's what I love about Timothy Dalton's James Bond. Now it's a matter of, why is it darker? Why is it brutal? I don't feel I need to explain why it is darker and why it is more brutal. I'm just going to say why I love the tone and why I love the plot of License to Kill. Now maybe you could argue this is retconning For Your Eyes Only, which I will admit, I really enjoy For Your Eyes Only. That's a damn good Bond film. But I like the way this film is. I love the way that Tracy's death in On Her Majesty's Secret Service is still affecting Bond in some way. I like the subtleties of that. I like Bond going on a vendetta revenge quest. I love it. I like the way they do it in this film. I love Timothy Dalton doing it. I love it. I like the Bond girl they have in this movie. I like the way it sets up with Bond just going after a drug lord, like, just making this personal, like, there's no fucking there's no MI6, there's no Spectre, there's no Blofeld, this is just purely fucking personal. And that's what I love. I love that we see Bond just be like, motherfucker killed my best friend's wife, and ripped his motherfucking leg off, and Felix could fucking die, and I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker pays for what he's done to my best friend. And that's what Dalton does so well. And the villain, Sanchez, is such a sleazy, womanizing asshole. And this is the type of guy you want to see Bond get. And I love seeing how clever Bond is with Sanchez. I like seeing Bond manipulate him. I like seeing how smart he is, how resourceful he is. I love how they do it in this movie. I like that Bond's able to trick this drug lord and how he's able to gain his trust, only to slowly make him kill his own men and make him very, very paranoid. That is a brilliant aspect to this film, showing Bond's cleverness. And that is a very important part of the character, in my opinion. And that's what License to Kill does right. Now, when I first saw this, I'm like, oh, it's a pleasant surprise. But you know what? As I've watched this movie over and over and over again, it's become one of my favorites in the entire franchise. And it's gradually made me think, I want to see more of these type of Bond movies. I want to see a more gritty, violent, brutal Bond movie. That is what License to Kill delivers. It delivers that craving. And maybe you can say, oh, you sick fuck, what the fuck are you talking about? Bond's not like that. But it's like, I just like seeing it. And the freaking action sequences in this film are great. You know, like the way, like when he's captured by these Chinese guys, and the Chinese guy takes a cyanide, and Bond just still deceiving Sanchez. The fucking cocaine thing, where Bond's like, okay, fuck it, boom, just blows up the fucking cocaine lab. And the scene where he gets in the truck, gets on the truck, and is fighting Sanchez. And the scene where he's in this bar and he's got this badass woman with him, and they're just going after Sanchez. And Bond's like, this is purely personal, you know. And Sanchez is a great Bond villain, and a great addition to. He rivals, in my opinion, he rivals Alec Trevelyan as one of my all-time favorite James Bond villains. Because I like a villain in the James Bond film to get very personal. I like that aspect. And I loved how GoldenEye was able to do that with Alec Trevelyan. I loved how they were able to get this, like, Ken and Abel relationship with the brother versus brother, now enemies relationship. And I loved how Bond was just doing this because he was like, I will make this son of a bitch choke. I will make him pay. And his revenge. Just seeing him get back at Sanchez when Sanchez is like, well, I've had everything. And he's about to fucking kill him with a machete. And he's like, don't you want to know why? And Sanchez is just like in gasoline, and Bond just shows him the lighter from Felix and Dominique, and then just lights the motherfucker on, Dana, and just lights the motherfucker on fire, and kaboom! Fucking great ending to a great fucking villain. Sanchez is a fantastic Bond villain, and he's a very different Bond villain. And in this situation, yes, it is different, but it is also very, very, very good. And I never thought I would be having to defend this movie, because I thought this movie was self-evident in how badass it was. Like I said, I like the brutality in this movie. Oh, what about the stupid car sequence? You're really... Of all the stupid scenes in a Bond movie, people would really bitch about this scene where Bond, like, does a side wheelie. Oh, but takes me out of the dark tone of the film. It's like, motherfucker. Bond movies have always been over the top. Even the Craig films have had their over the top shit in them. I mean, really? You want to bitch about that? How would you bitch about the fucking water scene in Die Another Day? Bitch about that. Man with the Golden Gun had some over the top shit. Bond movies are fucking over the top, but this one's fucking great. Okay? Timothy Dalton is one of my favorite versions of the character of James Bond. And like I said, I never thought I would have to get this passionate about License to Kill. License to Kill may not be as good as the one that came after it, but it's pretty goddamn close. Is License to Kill a 10 out of 10 film? I wouldn't go that far. I would say it's a 9.8 out of 10. I think it's an excellent James Bond movie. I love License to Kill. Live long and prosper and have a nice day. And I hope I've made a pretty good defense for this film.